Hey guys, let's talk a bit about whether or not you should sign up for Neopets. This is a question I get with some regularity, and I think it's because I make a lot of videos about Flight Rising and Lyoden, and people will find my content from that, and then when they start watching my channel, they'll see I make a lot of Neopets videos. I do make a lot of Neopets videos, but then when people ask me if they should sign up for Neopets, I say don't do it. So I just want to provide a little bit of context, the pros and cons to playing Neopets, why I play Neopets, and then why I give that information. Because I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite saying, don't play this thing that I play constantly all day whenever I can. So let's go ahead and unpack that a little bit. Let's go over the pros to Neopets.com. Neopets was released in 1999, and it's been consistently updated from 1999 to about 2015. So that's quite a bit of years developing the infrastructure of this game. You can literally spend hours on Neopets doing different activities each half an hour. And these are activities that are solo or cooperative. These activities include item management, which itself can be the basis of a game, and that item management includes user-ran shops, NPC-ran shops, galleries, trading items, and auctions. Then you've got pet customization, which includes painting your Neopets, which is a whole thing on its own, decorating your Neopets, and then designing their site media. That includes their pet lookups, which you can put your own HTML, CSS into, and also their pet pages, which are websites that you get to design and run that Neopets hosts. Then we have the creative competitions on Neopets, which include both site-regulated and user-regulated competitions. So that includes the Neopian Times, but also the customization contest, which is an automated process, the same with the beauty contest. And then there's the economy with features like the stock market, the food club bets, and then there's all kinds of really interesting content that still exists to this day that was released in like the earliest days of Neopets. Like the Neopets Adventure Generator. I could do a whole video about this alone, but I just want y'all to get this on your radar. The Neopets Adventure Generator still exists. And what this was, it really reminds me of the early days of AOL Instant Messenger when you had your buddy profile and you could have like an advanced buddy profile with like different little pages on it, little different tabs that link to different places. That's so much what the Neopets Adventure Generator is like. Keep that on your radar. We're going to talk about that again in the future, not in this video, but it's a thing. Now about the cons of playing Neopets. So this first one up is a controversial statement that I'm for sure going to get a lot of hate about in the comments. People always point it out as like, Julie, you can't say that, it's not true, but I'm going to say it, and I'm going to stand by it. Neopets is not in development anymore. Jumpstart acquired Neopets, and I am convinced it was for the intellectual property, not because Neopets is gonna come back and become some kind of powerhouse in the space again. No mobile site is currently being developed. It was at one time, but when was the last time we had any kind of update on that? It's not happening, and how can you be a website game in 2017 and survive and not have a mobile component? Guys, it just doesn't check out. KeyQuest is not coming back. KeyQuest was a game kind of like Mario Party, but on Neopets, and when Jumpstart acquired Neopets, it went down forever, and they keep saying they're gonna bring it back, but hey, it's been years now, and it's not back. The reason why I say that Neopets is not in development anymore is because when things happen, when events occur on the website, they're pre-built events that existed before Jumpstart acquired Neopets, and they just activate the event. The Neopets team has expressed that there will be an event on Neopets that will be a war sometime soon. I'm excited for that, but I find it hard to believe that it'll exist in an infrastructure separate from an infrastructure that already exists on the website. I think they'll probably use resources or framework from another part of the website. We're not seeing anything change. They add items. That doesn't change anything about the infrastructure. It doesn't fix any underlying problems with the website. Everything that we see happening on Neopets is because those features existed before Jumpstart built the site. I don't think they have a whole bunch of engineers building new content or new ways to fix issues on Neopets. I cannot in good conscience recommend anyone play Neopets when there are games in active development in the virtual pet ecosystem. There are games that see the problems that Neopets has and fixed them. There are games out there that are constantly trying to be better and redesign themselves. And those are the games that I tell people to play. I say, play Fly Rising, play Lyoden, don't play Neopets, because Neopets isn't growing. Neopets is not fixing anything. Neopets is putting all of the team members on making sure that the site doesn't go under tomorrow. Everyone is just working on maintaining the status quo from what we can see. And hey, that could be because everyone's behind the scenes for the last 2 years engineering some great, amazing plot, but I don't really think that's what's happening. I think they're just trying to keep everything from going under and putting all of their hands on the day-to-day functions of Neopets instead of making anything new. So that's why I say Neopets is not in development, because I firmly do not consider Neopets to be under development. So all that being said, why do I still play Neopets? Well, I'm not going to pretend that having been a 12-year-old who played Neopets doesn't influence my being 25 and playing Neopets. I played in grade school, high school, college, and now I play as an adult. History is the number one thing that brings me back after every hiatus. But history isn't enough to make it one of my primary games. Earlier today, my friend Richard from the Double Crown YouTube channel asked me why pet sims are fun to me. As for why I find pet sims fun, that's a big question that is for a different time and includes a lot. Frankly, I think it has to do with really enjoying graphic design, particularly interface design and web design. But anyways, we'll go over that some other time. This was my explanation for finding Neopets in specific fun. Neopets is fun because it is a vibrant cartoon interface on a complicated economy simulation. The economy can be engaged in a number of ways, and there are many strategies to accumulate wealth and build your portfolio of objects and creatures. The strategy, network of Neopians sharing knowledge, game lore, and diverse game elements make it a fun experience for me. I've previously mentioned an appreciation of economics sociologist Vili Ledorn-Vitra's work in virtual economies. Stepping back from my relationship with this game, I've come to admire it from the amount of economic gymnastics it is to balance the Neopoint. I'm not saying that the Neopets team does a good job of balancing the Neopoint, but there are lots of ways to earn currency, and there are a lot of opportunities to get your hands dirty as a consumer and a producer. It's a great place for trial and error when it comes to figuring out how an economy with demand works. Things could be better, like the stock market could be tied to actual in-game goods. But I learned about diversifying your stock portfolio and diversifying your income strategy methods from Neopets. Those are life skills in a cartoony interface. I love playing with the Neopets economy and just seeing it and working with it. On top of the economy, you just have general collectability of the items on the website. And there's also avatars, stamps, site themes, trophies. Achievements in general are just a great game design to keep people interested. And it's something that keeps me interested. I really like leveling my pets. You know, managing my Neopets account is like tending to a bonsai tree. I get to develop it in the way it's going to grow and what I'm going to do for each of my Neopets. And it's just a little bit of management every day can make a really difference over the span of a year. And I really enjoy that. I think that managing my account and my different collections and developing my Neopets is a fun thing to do. And then, of course, you can't overlook the huge community that there is around Neopets. Tumblr is what initially brought me back to Neopets as an adult. I started browsing the Neopets tag on Tumblr, and I realized there are a lot of people that were my age, I was in college at the time, that were playing Neopets, and we would hang out on chat rooms and just talk about Neopets. And then now I'm part of Facebook groups. There's the subreddit, And of course, there's the YouTube community. When it's a site that's been around for as long as Neopets, you're going to find a lot of people interested that are still interested today that have a lot of my same experiences. So I come back in large part because of the huge community that there is around Neopets. Ultimately, these are the reasons why I don't recommend people play Neopets, but also why I play Neopets. And at the end of the day, if this makes you want to sign up for Neopets, that's fine. It's a deep rabbit hole. I enjoy it. There's always more to do and see and experience. I'm frustrated with the management of the site and don't see it being around forever. I seriously and deeply recommend playing other games instead if you're new to the genre of virtual pet games. But I understand if you want to try Neopets. It has a very large cultural role, and I continue to play Neopets. Anyways, let me know why you continue to play Neopets in the comments below.